want to tell you about something that I've been working on for a long time, which is the Live Labs 3 system. Live Labs is a system that allows anyone to access equipment anywhere in the world by simply using their web browser. So you can access equipment on the other side of the world with just your web browser. All you need is an internet connection and a web browser. You don't need to install any other software, and you'll be able to access equipment. Please note, you can access physical equipment, you can access virtual equipment, you can access Cisco devices, you can access the console of Cisco devices by simply using your web browser. Now, in addition, I'm going to give anyone who is part of the David Bombal subscription service access to Live Labs 3. You'll get 250 hours of access every month. That means that you can spend 8 hours a day doing labs as part of your David Bombal subscription. I'm hoping that this changes things for many people around the world. No longer should access to physical equipment be a problem for anyone. You'll be able to access physical routers and switches hosted in our data centers, as well as hosted by others, as part of your subscription to the davidbombal.com website. Now, you've probably heard of Airbnb or Uber. You've probably used them. Now, why can't the same concept be used for labs? I'm going to make Live Labs 3 available for anyone to use. So if you've got labs that you want to share with others, please send an email to sales@configuredterminal.com, and we'll allow you to add your labs to the Live Labs system. So it's about time that anyone, including you, can share your labs with others, and that you can access the labs of others. You'll get access to my labs as part of your davidbombal.com subscription. If you make labs freely available for others to use, you'll also get access to the davidbombal.com subscription service. So in other words, you will not be charged for access to davidbombal.com if you make your labs available for others. Now, this depends on what labs you have available, so please send an email to sales@configuredterminal.com, and we'll discuss how we can get you on the Live Lab system and check that your equipment meets some minimum requirements. So here I am in South Africa. I'm at the beach. I'm connecting to the internet using a 4G dongle, so I'm connecting to the internet using this. In this example, I'm connecting to a rack of equipment in the USA. I'm going to click on this switch. Notice I can see the device is on. I can open up a console or terminal to the device by simply clicking Open Terminal. A new window is opened, and as you can see here, I can press Enter to get started. In this case, the device has a password of Cisco configured, but notice I've connected to a device called DSW1. Show version shows me that this is a 3750 Cisco iOS switch. So this is a physical switch. This is not a virtual device. Show run will show me the running configuration of the device. As you can see there, some configuration has been done on the device, but you could simply erase the configuration off this device if you wanted to. It's as simple as that to connect to a device on the other side of the world. Now, I could click on the device, and in this example, I'm going to click reboot. I'm going to physically power off and power on the device. So what we should see in a moment is that the device reboots. When I press enter here, nothing is happening because the device is currently powered off. It's got a device in the US that's powering the device off, and there you go. You can see it's now booting up. So again, by simply clicking on the device through my web browser, I can physically reboot that switch in the US. So I won't wait for the device to boot up, but there you go, you can see the device is busy booting. On this switch, open terminal. Once again, all I need to do is click on the device, click open terminal, and a new browser tab has been opened and I can access the device. This is also a 3750 switch. So show version shows me the switch information. What about this device? I'm told that it's a 1760. But what I'll do is open up a terminal and connect to the device. There you go. It's called PC1, but it's actually a 1760 Cisco router. What you'll also notice is I have multiple tabs open. So I can jump from switch 1 to switch 2 to router 1. These are simply tabs in a browser, which means that I can move them around if I want to. I can change my window layout as I like. So again, this is rack 2 pod 1 router 1. This is rack 2 pod 1 switch 1. I have connections to multiple devices. These are physical devices once again on the other side of the world. So that's an example with physical 3750 switches and routers. Here's an example of equipment at my house. So CCNA DB Pod 1 is equipment that's actually hosted in my garage in Oxfordshire in the UK. As you can see, this device is powered off. I'll power it on. Device is powered on now. Page is refreshing. I can see the device is now on. I can open up a terminal to the device. And as you can see there, it's saying initializing flash. And there you go, we can see that the device is booting up. So I can connect to physical devices anywhere in the world, basically. I currently have multiple labs in the US and the UK. I will be expanding the number of labs that I have available. As part of the David Bombal subscription, you'll have access to these devices. Now I want to open this up for anyone to either make their labs available for free so that they can use other people's labs for free, or to make money from their labs. I'll discuss the details with you on an individual basis. This will very much depend on what labs you have available and the amount of money that you want to charge for your labs. But in the same way that we have Airbnb, where anyone can open up their homes for other people to stay in their houses, I'm staying here in South Africa in an Airbnb. I want to take that concept and use it for labs. You can make your labs available to anyone in the world, and the Live Lab system will help us do that. Anyone can either make their labs available for free and get access to other labs for free, or they can make money from their labs. You'll need to contact me and I'll discuss the details with you by going to this URL, which I'll also link below. But I want to open up Live Labs so that it's not just my labs, but it's labs that anyone can share with anyone else. Let's make the equipment that we have lying around, that we're not using, available to other people in the world that don't have access to equipment. It's time that the lack of equipment or lack of resources stops being an issue for studying. Everyone should be able to have access to labs from anywhere in the world. Now initially, you will have 250 hours a month access to this equipment. It's not free, but it's almost for free as part of your subscription to the David Bombal website. I'm hoping that not having access to physical equipment will no longer be a barrier for anyone. You can access any one of these labs for up to 250 hours a month. That is a lot of lab time. But in addition, we are writing detailed lab guides. So you won't just have access to physical equipment, you will have lab guides that you can use as part of your studies. I'm still working out the details, but I'm hoping to announce in 2019 that you will have access to live training with instructors that I respect. The live training won't be presented by me because I simply don't have enough time, but I have friends of mine who have been in this industry for a really long time, who I respect, that will do the live training. So I'm hoping that the David Bombal subscription service will provide so much value that the amount that you're paying every month is small compared to the value that you get.